Hi, my name is Victor Young. And my name is Forrest Young. Our project is called Computerpreter. We wish to optimize deaf accessibility through real-time American Sign Language translation. The problem right now with 11 million deaf people in the US is that, first of all, lip reading, writing, and typing are ineffective communication methods with hearing people. There's also a lack of interpreters, and most importantly, discrimination really limits deaf people in the hearing world. So our solution is to create a Streamlit app to facilitate the communication between deaf and hearing people in an in-person conversation. We included a trained random force classifier for finger spelling detection, a trained recurrent neural network for dynamic ASL signs detection, too. We used a recurrent neural network instead of a 2D convolutional neural network because signs have movement. They have a time aspect. And as you can see, the results of our training of our LSTM was highly accurate. The training loss went down and the model accuracy went up.
Here is a deaf person.
I'm a hearing person, and today we're going to have a conversation using Computerpreter.
First, the deaf person would like to communicate using dynamic sign. As you can see, the landmarks on the face, body, and hands are detected, and the predicted sign is shown at the bottom after the deaf person signs. The whole sentence or message will be printed out in the chat for the hearing person to read.
Because it's delicious and healthy. What's your favorite type of meat?
As you can see, the hearing person just replied, and when we click transcribe audio, the message will show in the chat for the deaf person to read. Now the deaf person would like to respond using finger spelling. And as you can see, we're looking at the landmarks on the hand. And because we're looking at every frame, it is continuous prediction. And the finger-spelled word will be outputted in the chat as well for the hearing person to read.
That's really cool. Like a steak.
As you can see, the hearing person replied again, and now we transcribe audio, and the hearing person's message will be shown in the chat for the deaf person to read. Finally, both parties can also type if their message is short and they also want to include some fun emojis. Finally, we can clear history.
We envision deaf hearing conversations to happen on the phone for convenience. A tablet is also fine. We interviewed our high school teacher and 29-year deaf educator, Ms. Tully, and she said that Computerpreter will be especially useful at cyber-traumatic events and also for deaf people who have, for example, intellectual loss. Here are some images from our interview. We calculated that Computerpreter will save times by up to 62%, thus increasing accessibility and utility. In our Python code, we have a trained random force classifier, we have our trained LSTM, and we have Streamlit plus GitHub code to package it all into one web app. Thank you, CAC.
Thank you.